It's in the game.
Circles over something I can't change.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shock the Patriots in the direction. Unless you're not Tom Brady, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. Amping them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Play fake, Darnold. Dumps it off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular when the ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now, after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. And again, it's Darnold. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. From the gun, Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Caught inbounds downfield. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That one goes 17 yards and moves the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st and 10, Darnold. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Now Darnold. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
3rd and long. Here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the 1st.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness, but I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
They'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's May. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Man in motion here. From the red zone now. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. May off the play fake. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That's a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Into traffic, complete! And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Counterplay, it's Henderson. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shaheed now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they've set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Running with Walker again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Darnold looking to throw. Catch made underneath that back. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Gets this one to Shaheed. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running left, here's Walker. He has room past the 25. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's caught. Here's that Charbonnet. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They give up the gut to Walker. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Staying with Walker. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from the run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. With the quick pass out wide. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen, play goes nowhere.
Quite the moment early in the big game, Brock. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Darnold. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I got a sense, Kate. He went to bed last night dreaming, can I get a sack? Can I find a way to get to the quarterback? Well, he didn't do it just once. He's now done it twice.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Myers' kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
Henderson on his own read. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's May. He'll get this to Henry. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. So 1st down from the 41. Here's May to the air. He's got it over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Henderson here from the gun. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
And the Patriots.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the air on 1st down, May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a New England 1st down. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Scoreboard shows 10-7. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Fights his way through a tackle. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 2nd quarter lead.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Gallus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead. Gallus on to send it away. Shaheed now to return. Shoots away from one. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold finds the in route complete. And this one doesn't go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Third and long for him here. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You know, kid, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having clocked, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. They have played lights out on offense, scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
May now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create a big play down the field.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Emanwari.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on there later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
May looking to throw. He'll drop this to Henderson underneath. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's May. Brought in, a big gain here for Diggs. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play, and the Patriots will have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. It's Henderson on the give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. They give now to Henderson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots now lead by 10. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Gallus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots drive their lead to 11. Gallus on to send it away. Shaheed now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Seattle getting every set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but to outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now an inside give to Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Play fake, Darnold. That's dropped underneath, Walker. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
2nd and 3 now. Now Darnold off the play action. Now he takes it. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
1st and 10, Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Running is Walker. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You sign me up. I love giving those fullbacks a cookie. Not just short yardage, not third down. No. Give the fullback his chance. Give him the ball on first down and watch him do his thing.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Brought in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
He tries to sneak it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Walker. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Running back sent in motion left. And defenders are on in support to finish him off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Just a yard away on 3rd and goal. Here's the jumbo package. He's going to keep this one. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Seahawks make it a 1-score game in the first half. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they're not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing is May. Short pass brought in. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Move the chains! You gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. One right side, Henderson. Get some space around midfield. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
First down, May. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They go play action. Here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Here's May to the air. Dumps to his running back. Room to run inside the 20. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. They bring Diggs in motion. May not a throw on third. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Borregales connects and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points, not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Shaheed now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. From the gun, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
I can remember situations like that, Kate. Playing quarterback and you take a sack on 2nd and inches. As you're picking yourself up, this is where you got to self-talk. All right, I got to make up for it. Got to make up for it. I took a sack where I should have never taken a sack. Now I got to make up for it on 3rd down.
That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Darnold looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now. They need 7. Here's Darnold. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He has the 1st over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st down from the 42. And again, it's Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance off against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Field goal unit out there on second down as they try for 3 here before halftime. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. He goes right corner pocket there, but does get it to go through from deep. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
This is why those kickers are down there before the game trying those kicks in midfield. Kind of like Hooper shooting that half-court shot before half, because they believe, kickers do, that they're going to get an opportunity to be a difference maker. With that long kick, he certainly was.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He's back to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, it's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. Here's a return from the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Patriots offense out there to start this third quarter. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Sticking with Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Give him 8 on that one. That's a New England first down.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. And I'm looking for that to be called again.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Made a throw it. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 3.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's May. That one's incomplete over the middle. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And that makes it 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. The handoff for Henderson, running left. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush a passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Shaheed now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks offense running out now. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Now Darnold on to play action. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The New England offense running out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First and 10 from the 32. May finds him over the middle, and he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's May. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one gains 7. And the Patriots will have a first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Well, left side cut by Douglas. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Trying to sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. With a quick pass out line. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field, because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Walker on 1st down. He's down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. It's a design boot. It's caught, Barner. And he's brought down at the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Henderson gets in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots take a 13-point lead. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plunges, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring 1. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. Now Borregales on to send it away. Shaheed now to return. Escapes the defender. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10, Darnold. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get in. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Darnold. Finding Shaheed, back-to-back plays. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Just a yard left to go on second down. They give up the gut to Walker. And they bring him down around the 34. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. All the left side. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Going on 1st, here's Darnold. Cup on the catch. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Now Walker on the counter. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Has some room to work. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
That score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Myers to add the PAT. The point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. They just saw their lead cut in half, but they've got a chance to return it right now to its former glory. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Off the play action. May. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They gain 11 on that play, and that's a New England first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Henderson on 1st and 10. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Defense showing blitz here. May. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's May. That's taken in by Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. This is our last play of the quarter. Here's May on 1st and 10. Cut out left. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. The Patriots have the ball and the lead, seeking a record-setting 7th title. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. Now Borregales not send it away. Shaheed now to return. This makes it up to the 25. The Seahawks and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage. Versus zone, it's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
On 2nd and 10 now. Darnold. Left and pulled in by Kupp. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 3rd down, Walker. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, it's May. He'll get this to Henry. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Henderson here from the gun. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They give now to Henderson. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You gave gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. No layup, ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the red zone on 1st. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots have likely locked up the win right there. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21.
Seahawks, 27.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Young on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
2nd and 10, Darnold. It's caught, Barner. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A gain of 15 there, and that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. And again, it's Darnold. Finds the in route, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Darnold. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. He'll try and run this.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Second down now, 7 to go. Putting a receiver in motion. Darnold. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. And they take him down right along the 30. It's an 8-yard gain, and a great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Darnold. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10. Darnold dumps it off to his running back. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And quickly their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. It's Henderson on the give. And he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a New England 1st down.
And a Patriot 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's May. Finds a seam down the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
May now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Pickup of 2 here, and the Patriots will have a 1st down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Patriots can rest easy with a 3-score lead. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of it as they get set for 3rd and 6. And they'll throw 3rd and long. Throwing it around complete. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
53-yard attempt.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10 from the 43. To throw, here's Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
36-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Here's Darnold to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they have 3rd and short.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. And again, it's Darnold. And he just hucks this one away. Is he going to risk a throw or force something? It brings up 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Patriots will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. And it's history for the New England Patriots as they become the first franchise in NFL history to win 7 Super Bowl championships. What a moment for all of them, Brock. The crowning achievements for the careers of all of these players. And for this new coaching staff in just their first season leading this organization.
You know, how many times have we talked about these great teams and their window open and they need just one final player to take them over the top?
Yep.
Well, sometimes it's not a player at all. The missing piece is actually a coach, just the right leader who can bring out the best from the whole roster and get these guys to believe in their ability to take that next step and go win it all.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Hewitt and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.